Hello my digital friends, it's Caroline here. Hope you're all enjoying these digital designs from our lovely Carley Duff. What I'm doing is I'm doing a card, and I did do a card showing this where all the houses were next to each other, making it look like a street. And this was from a bank holiday special. If you didn't get this, it's still, all the downloads are still available. You just contact Carley and she'll sort you out. And of course this lady from Chic Noir. So yeah, this is how they all mix and match. This is the best of Carley's designs, is that everything she makes, you know it's all going to mix and match, and you can just you know, play around with them. So I'm just going to take them off this base card for now, and I'm just going to colour them in. So I'm going to colour the houses in, because what we do is we'll put them up a little bit like that, as if they're going up a street and up a hill, not just all straight. So that's going to be good fun. I'm going to use a bit of Distress Oxide and just pop that on my mat at the side and spray with a little bit of water. Not a lot. Just get my brushes. Then I'm just going to just do these, the stonework, sort of in a creamy colour. You know, if you go to somewhere like Bath, I don't know if you've seen it on pictures or if you've been there, they have what's called a crescent, and you know, it goes around in a semicircle, and the houses are like this. I don't know what era they are, when they were built. I'll have to find that out, but yeah, they're like this. So I'm just loosely painting these. Very, very easy. Actually, best of your Distress Oxides. You can go as light or dark as you want with them. So, you know, it just gives it a bit of a tint. And then, when you want to go a little bit darker, you know, you just go in a part of it that you've not watered down. And then you can sort of shade with it like that. So that the lights come in this way. Oh, it's raining outside. Doesn't know what to do, that weather, does it? So a little bit under there. Same on this one. I just wipe some of that away. And I don't wet my paper. And it just gives it that bit of shading. So there's a light coming this way. And do this one. Shading under those. A little bit at the side there. And this house here, you know, is going to be next to that one. So it's a little bit more shaded by that one. Same with that one. So that's your walls done. Just have a bit of water on there. If you find you've gone too dark or it's not blending in, just get a bit of water on it, water it down. I'm using Pink Frog 240 GSM, and this goes through my printer. So if for any reason you have got a printer that won't take 300 GSM, but you want a good cardstock that you can paint on everything, this is the one I use. Super Smooth Card 240 GSM from Pink Frog. And it's you know, it's really good, really good. So that's that done. You can go all mixed media, can't you, on your prints? I'm going to stick these on the card. Gosh, it's really raining hard. So there. And of course you can do as many of these as you like along it. So I've just done the 3. But again, as that line goes up there, meet it. Otherwise you're going to have a line down there. So you meet that line that goes along there. Okay. And again with this one. So I'm going to meet that line there. And go along there. And then I'm going to colour the doors. I'm going to do one that's red. Just do a little bit of a shadow down there. And then a green one. So I won't sing the Shaking Stevens behind the green door. I won't make you all suffer. While I've got my green out, I'm just going to do this little tree, little privet tree here. And there's some plants at the back here, little bushes. Just dot it in. Just gives the hint of green, doesn't it, there? And the best of this is you can do this as a Christmas card as well if you wanted. You know, you can just add snow on everything. So, and this other one will be a brown door. There's no song for that one, behind the brown door. Oh dear. I know, little things amuse. When you're on your own in your craft room, who cares? Okay, I'll just get that green again, because up here on the little balconies there's some greenery. I've got plants up there. See, the neighbours are copying each other. They've got the same plants, haven't they? Look at that. On one of them, also a little bit of yellow, so that one's got some yellow, and that house on their plants. A little bit of yellow in plants down here as well. And this one, they've got pink. They won't be different. So they've got some lovely pink plants there. And this house is not bothered at all. They're not bothering at all. They just got the greenery. So that's done. Now I'm going to go with the greys. So I'm going to do the grey here. Like that. And then I'm going to just go down here. I mean, you can do this with your hickory smoke if you want. Let's get the hickory smoke. Oh, I've actually got lost shadow. That'd be good. And then just with a pigment liner, you know, you can just sort of do your lines. where you've got your flags there. Doesn't have to be exact. You can even cut that off if you wanted, and just do it all grey. Let's do that. There's my scissors. I think that's going to be better actually. Let's cut that off up the street like that. Now they're all together. I'm going to cut that end off as well. And then when you turn it over, you can cut that excess off. Like that. Okay? So now I'll get some cardstock. And that can fit on the cardstock. So let's see what width that is. So that's now measuring exactly 5 inch. So if we do that 5 by 5. We can glue that on there, but first we'll do this here. And I need to find my hickory smoke. Here we go. Hickory smoke. If you've got a stencil that's like pebbles or, you know, street. Do you know that I've never seen a stencil that does sort of street flags or anything? Any flags? Somebody somewhere is going to do one, aren't they now? I might make one myself. So that's going a little bit beyond, so it must be a little bit wider than 5, that. Oh, that's a new fraction. Make sure that's 5. Right, I'm going to glue that on. And on the back I'm going to cut off that excess. There we are. So that's made a nice street, hasn't it? So I've used hickory smoke for that. Here we go. I'm going to get my lady and I'm going to colour her in. So first I'm going to do her skin tones. I'm using my Illustrator, Spectrum Noir Illustrator. What I tend to do, I don't know if there's any help to you, I print off of an evening, whilst I'm sat watching TV or Netflix or something. I'll go on my print and print off what I want, and then it's dried overnight. So you know, then it's not going to run or smudge, because once it's dry, that's it. So if any of you had problems and think, oh no, when I print, you know, it smudges, let it dry overnight, print them off, put them to one side, and then do it the next day. So let's give her a nice coat. I think in a palish beige. Let's have a look what this is. This is pearl white. A bit like a camel coat, you know. Do you all know what one of them is? Camel coat. You have to Google that one if you've never heard of a camel coat. But it's a coat that's this colour. And I suppose it's because it's camel colour. So I'm shading in a bit now. To do her hair. And I'm going to do a bag in brown. She's got a brown leather bag here. She's quite traditional with that. With her brown leather bag. And her top, her stripy top, oops, is a bit of wild colour. I'll have to see if I can go with that now, and I've smudged it, haven't I? Not to worry. I don't know where the blender is. Oh, here it is. I've got a blender here, so that may just blend it in. When you have your markers, you know, and you get a set, these are the Chenru ones off TikTok, but these you usually get a blender, and if you haven't got a blender, it's worth getting a blender, because can you see how it's helped that mistake? And now I can go over a bit of my eggshell, colour that in. Now on here, these are plant pots, so I think I want to do those in a grey. So I'll get a grey, because they're like concrete pots, aren't they? Right, let me get my card. So I actually got a 7x7 card. I thought I'd pop that on there. I'll just cut that edge off of there. It's going to get on my nerves. And I can see that. And I was going to put that in there, but I don't want that now. The girl can change her mind. To edge it in black. So about there, about there. And I'll cut that off. And of course with digitals, if you know, if you make a mistake, just print it again. If you don't have a printer, you can pick them up quite cheaply. And also, if you go on somewhere like the Facebook Marketplace, sometimes people upgrade and they sell off the printers of the ones they have. So yeah, that goes on nicely there, doesn't it? Like that. So I'm gonna. That on there, and that's just made that pop, hasn't it? Like that. Let's get her on the card. Right bang smack in the middle there. And of course you can put a sentiment on if you like, but I'm just going to pop her on there, and I'll glue her on. And there we have it. How cool is that? Especially for if you want to do a birthday card, something a bit different, and or just sending a card to a friend, you know, and want to do a nice something a bit different for your friend. But they're so cool, these images, they really are. And of course we've got Urban Muse coming up, so on the 9th, which is on a Monday, and our Carley Duff will be launching that, so stay tuned for that. We will put links to it, and if you can join the Electric Ink Colour Voltage group, I'll put a link for that. And if you're new to digital, then this is a lovely place to start with it. It really is. I'm just going to do those windows, not shade those windows in, and the steps. A little bit of highlight on the doors there. Do the band on her hat as well. I like it. I hope you like that. Shall we give her some red lipstick or pink lipstick? Let's give her some pink lipstick. The girl is sorted, absolutely sorted. Silver on the clasps, like that. That's where the zip is. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, do give us a thumbs up, and please share with your friends. It does help Carley to get her brand out there, and we really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.